Hello and welcome to the eFresh.com Fish and Seafood News. My name is Kim and these are this week's headlines. Indian seafood exports dip 5% in Q1. Namibia threat to South Africa's fishing. Rejection EU hits shrimp exports. Malaysia expands aquaculture. CSIRO dissects prawns eating habits. Seafood exports during the first 3 months of the year fell marginally from the corresponding period of last year due to a decline in catch. Provisional figures reveal exports declined by 5%, while value is lower by only 0.2% from the performance of the first quarter of 2008-2009. Exports during April to June 2009-2010 stand at 105,812 tons, against 111,368 tons. Shrimp exports were seen decreasing in volume and value terms during last fiscal due to the global crisis and competition from cheaper white shrimps. Exports of frozen shrimps dipped by 7.5% in volume and 4% in value, while the unit realization of a kilogram of shrimp exported dropped by 7.5% during 2008-2009. South Africa's fishing industry may face increased competition from Namibian fish exports, which could have a devastating effect on the industry. Namibia exports mainly beef, fish, and grapes to Europe. While South African representatives of the beef industry were non-committal about the possible effect of Namibia's export diversion, the South African Deep Sea Trawling Industry Association Secretary Roy Bross said increased fish exports to South Africa could have grave implications for the local industry, which employs about 10,000 people. Namibian fish entered the EU duty-free under a previous trade pact dubbed the Cotonou Agreement, but will now likely attract duties of up to 20%. The local industry already has high inventories because of lower consumption in its main export markets. Along with the EU, Japan and the US have tightened inspection of marine products, especially cultured shrimp from India. As the EU is the largest importer of Indian marine products, a ban may hit the export sector hard. During January to July, the EU rejected more than 50 shrimp consignments from India due to a detection of an antibiotic residue, presence of bacteria, traces of heavy metals, and unhygienic condition of the products. There were 30 rejections in 2008. Belgium accounted for the highest number of rejections this year. The sharp increase in the number of rejections was a matter of concern, said leading Kochi-based exporters. This would affect the prospects of Indian marine exports to leading overseas markets since there is tough competition from Southeast Asian countries. The Malaysian government will expand the aquaculture sector more aggressively as it contributes greatly to the country's economy. The Deputy Prime Minister said the government already had plans to develop the sector, including identifying areas across the country that could be turned into aquaculture industrial zones. He said in planning the development of the agricultural sector, the government had placed aquaculture among the sectors that could boost the value of agricultural produce. He hoped those involved in the agricultural sector would grab the opportunities made available by the government to explore the aquaculture sector. He called on farmers, livestock breeders, and fishermen to understand and practice the new agricultural concept of the entire value chain. The secret feeding habits of farmed prawns will be investigated as a part of a new CSIRO research collaboration with an Australian company to develop aquaculture technologies that could revolutionize the prawn farming industry. The goal is to increase yields, enhance sustainability, and improve the health and quality of aquaculture prawns by developing and applying the best high-tech marine research and development available. Dr. Lee of CSIRO said more efficient feeding of prawns will reduce cost, waste, and potential contamination of the environment around farms from which nutrient-rich effluent. He said CSIRO was designing video and audio analysis techniques to automatically measure how much feed farmed prawns consume and how much they grow as a result. Thank you for watching the eFresh.com Fish and Seafood News. See you next time.